repair. I guess that's a good use of it, maybe? Possibly?
Well, I think it's gonna be awesome when you are on a crawler and you deploy and then you put it next.
Hey guys, this is MattiAce, and in this video I'd like to focus on the balance between the three ESFs, and more specifically, the balance between the Empire-specific anti-infantry weapons, the Banshee, the light PPA, and the air hammer. And yes, I'm calling them the anti-infantry weapons even though I'm fully aware of the versatility of the air hammer. Now, even though I've made a lot of videos about the balance issues in Planetside 2, it's been a while, and in this video I'd like to ask you 3 questions, and I'm also going to answer these 3 questions the way I believe most people feel about this topic. Now, my first question is going to be this: do you feel like the Banshee nerf was justified? My guess is that most players would say yes.
I guess I should have just bailed and walked.
Oh, I killed Chun.
Yes, then I died. Fucking friendly grenade. That shit.
So now my next question is going to be this: do you feel that it was justified to nerf the Banshee as much as it was done? Now here I think it's more divided, as we has for a long time, and with the support of the majority of the Planetside 2 community, as far as I know, been pushing for making the air gameplay more accessible and easier for new pilots. Now with this nerf, I think it was a step in the opposite direction, but yeah, it's probably just an unwanted side effect.
User joined your channel.
You want some? Slam you, bang you, fuck you.
You're gonna bang?
Spent from your channel. I like that. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I think he's drunk again or something.
Yeah. Who was he talking to?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, did I kill him maybe? I don't think so.
I hope he's streaming. Maybe I will go try out for him.
Oh, I killed him! Yeah, I killed him. So now here comes the third question. Do you think it was justified that the Banshee was nerfed as much as it was, while the light PPA and the air hammer stayed the same? Yeah, I know what a lot of you guys might be thinking about this footage here. I'm mostly dealing damage with the rocket pods, and then I'm finishing some of these guys off with the air hammer. This much is true, but if you have any doubt of the power of the air hammer, then I can assure you there are plenty of videos where I show you the opposite, and the links to some of my air hammer videos will be found in the description. Now with the last question there, I think the different opinions here can be quite a lot more emotional. There is a lot of people that will point out the versatility of the air hammer as a massive advantage to the NC, and there's a lot of people that feel that for that reason the air hammer shouldn't be as effective in its anti-infantry role. Then again, there are plenty of other opinions as well. Now, from the majority of the player population in Planetside 2 being very positive to the Banshee changes, I honestly think that a lot of these players probably changed their minds a little bit once you put some perspective into it, which I'm trying to do with this video and these 3 questions. Now, I'm not trying to tell you what is right or wrong. I'm not trying to force upon you my opinion, but unfortunately in the past there has been a lot of misinformation and a lot of people that have argued certain things even though it's very clear that they don't know what they're talking about. The 2 things that I want to bring up here is, first of all, it was a thread posted on the public forum featuring one of my videos where I get a couple of kills with the Banshee on enemy ESFs, and the guy posting it of course tried to make believe that the Banshee was more effective in air-to-air combat than it actually is. Now, another good example of misinformation is some players that try to argue that the air hammer has basically no effect past 50 meters. And man, the dedication from those guys, yeah, reading those arguments was kinda entertaining. Now, the effectiveness at range never really was all that much of an interesting topic until an update not long ago that changed the render distance for infantry. Now, the massively unfair disadvantage pilots had in terms of render distance in the past has been equalized, and pilots can now kill at similar distances as the effectiveness of anti-air. Well, maybe not. You can't kill infantry at the same range as the effectiveness of anti-air, but the effects of this render distance kind of reminds me of the effect of the nerfs to the anti-vehicle turret of the engineer class. Pilots no longer has this disadvantage anymore, and that took only 2 years. Well, better late than never. So now this, what you see here, is a very common sight in the daily gameplay of Planetside 2, spawn camped by a massive Zerg. Now, ESF air-to-ground is a very sensitive topic, and a lot of people will point out how lame and skillless and boring and blah 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 it is. And a lot of the people that do that, they play the game like this. They go to a base, they camp the spawn with plus 60% population, and they do so over and over day after day. Now, me personally, surging with that kind of massive overpopulation is not in any way any less lame than anything you can say about air-to-ground. But then again, that's just my opinion. And if there is any situation when it's justified to pull a PPA site, then this would be it. Now, why ESFs stir up such enormous amount of feelings and emotions is something that I brought up in the past, and I've speculated a bit, and I still stand by that. I believe that most of this frustration is based on people struggling with their air gameplay themselves. At least I think that's the biggest part of it, because if you're playing with a couple of friends in a squad or even in a platoon, then the easiest thing to deal with is probably an air-to-ground ESF. I mean, just pull anti-air or an air-to-air ESF yourself, and it's as simple as that, normally. And it takes many times less effort than the amount of time it takes to state false claims on the public forum. Anyway, that's going to be all for this video. I will be looking forward to your feedback, and I will say thank you all for watching. Bye for now.
Yeah. Like the week, like the day he said that. When I think it was Saturday or Friday, I just went on Emerald, 200 kills 1 hour, no problem. The week after that, I went on Emerald again, 250 kills with a KD on 10. Easy peasy.